Dear student, welcome to this session in which I am discussing few important questions on paper number 8, that is Statistical Methods second. See, these are the long questions and which may be asked for 8 marks. So what are those questions? Discuss the procedure of testing paired observation by using t-test. So this is a long question based on paired t-test. Second one, explain Shepard's control chart and its construction and working. Shepard's control chart explanation is for 4 marks, construction 2 marks, and working is for 2 marks. So this is 8-mark question. In a 2 by 2 contingency table with usual notation, prove that chi-square equal to n into AD minus BC square divided by A plus B, A plus C, C plus D, B plus D. So that follows chi-square with 1 degrees of freedom. So this is the example based on chi-square test. And you have to write the statement and then you have to prove this test. So that is chi-square equal to this follows chi-square with 1 degrees of freedom. Next question. Define null hypothesis, type 1 and type 2 error, critical region, 1 and 2 tailed test. So this is also 8 marks question and each sub part is of 2 marks. So that means definition of null hypothesis 2 marks, type 1 and type 2 and type 2 error 2 marks, critical region 2 marks, and 1 and 2 tailed test. So that is also for 1 mark. So that is for 2 marks. Next is explain large sample test for testing H naught mu equal to mu naught and H naught mu1 equal to mu2. So this is a large sample test and this is our null hypothesis and this is also the null hypothesis. So that means the first part is for 4 marks, the second part is also for 4 marks. So the first part is testing population mean for single sample and this is for 2 sample. Next, define SQC, state control limit for X bar and R chart when standards are not given. So you need to define SQC, what is meant by statistical quality control, and the state the control limits for X bar chart and R chart when standards are not given. So there are 3 control limits, upper control limit, lower control limit, and central line. So write these 3 for X bar chart and again you have to write the 3 control limits for R chart. Next question, what is a control chart? How it is constructed? So what is meant by control chart and how it can be constructed? The next question is define alternative hypothesis, power of a test, critical region, single tailed test. So these are 4 questions and each is of 2 marks. So that means definition of alternative hypothesis 2 marks. So likewise all the definitions is of 2 marks. So you have to write what is meant by alternative hypothesis, power of a test, critical region, and single tailed test. The next question is explain large sample test for testing H naught P equal to P naught. So this is the test based on proportion. So this is single sample proportion test. So which comes under large sample test. So these are the few questions on which you can focus. So these are likely to be questions may be asked for your examination. Thank you.